The older I get, the less I dot dot dot. Guys, I'm going to list 13 or 14 of these things about how the less I do when I get older. Leave me some comments. Some of these may be similar to yours or not. Just leave us all comments, guys. You are the lifeblood of this channel. Leave us comments so everyone can see. So number one, the older I get, the less I take things for granted. It could be anything. And why? What is the number one reason why for that? It's because we're getting older. We don't know how many of these things we're experiencing now we're going to be able to experience 6 months from now, a year from now, tomorrow. Who knows what tomorrow has planned for us, right? We don't know that. So it seems to me, and I've noticed, well, especially since I've retired, because we have so much more time to think about things, right? To experience things. The less I take things for granted. There could be something like right now I'm looking outside the window here and it's very rainy up here in the high desert. There's a little flock of, what are they? Quails outside. I love those little things they got in their heads. When you're working and stuff like that, you might glance at it and go, oh yeah, it's kind of cool on a weekend, whatever. But then your mind starts going back to work and everything, right? I could look at these things for not hours, but I don't know, 10, 15 minutes, just watching them do whatever they're doing. Little things. I don't take them for granted anymore. I love that feeling. Number two, the less I listen to people and more go by their actions. Another thing with getting older, you get wiser, right? You could have people say so many things to you, or they could be saying the same thing over and over again, but do they really act that way? So when people are talking to me, I kind of have like in the back of my mind, especially if I don't know them that well, okay, that's great. But let's see how that comes across the more I get to know you. When you're young, you just jump at the first thing someone might say, right? And just go with it. How many times have you been proven wrong on that? A lot of it's about actions. So much of it is about actions now. And I realize that the older I've gotten. Number three, the older I get, the less I remember, good and bad. There's some stuff, for example, like I could talk to an old friend on the phone. Haven't talked to him in a while. I've noticed this recently. They can bring up stuff that I do not remember. Once they bring it up, I remember for the most part. But, just initially, it might take me a while to get there. Or there are things they could bring up that I have no idea about. And they're like, what? You don't remember that? No, I don't. So this can be good or bad. There could be things you did in the past that you don't want to remember, right? I mean, it's a good and bad thing. There's some great memories that, when sometimes my girlfriend will bring up about us doing stuff 18 years ago. I don't remember. Sometimes I have to act like I do. You know what I'm talking about, right? So that's a good and a bad thing there. I'm sure there's some bad things I've done that I don't remember. To me, that's a good thing. The older I get, the less I know. I've realized this big time ever since I retired because you've got so much time in the world just to explore things, right? Left and right. And the more I explore, the more I realize I don't know a lot of stuff. And I think I'm a reasonably intelligent person. I have confidence in myself. I used to think I was pretty well read. Just one example, okay? I am exploring so many different avenues of reading, and I am a voracious reader. I read 2 to 3 hours every single day. I used to think, yeah, I'm pretty well read in a lot of topics. You know what? The more I get into that, I'm not. That's a cool thing to me. It really is. After a while, there are a lot of things that you don't know. What does that mean? For me, it's a lack of boredom. So many things I can investigate, with all this time on my hands, because I realize I don't know a lot of stuff. I really don't. It's one thing, guys, when you get to retirement, you might reach the same conclusion. Hey, for those of you who see me for the first time, my name is Duane, and this is a retirement channel for people on moderate income. If that's something you like, think about subscribing and like the video as well. The next one, the older I get, the less I care what people think. Oh, this is a good one. This is a good one. Okay, I used to be a major people pleaser. all the way up until probably about 10, 15 years ago. Then I started to care less and less. You know, it's like I can do anything I want. You know, people say something, oh, blah, 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 blah. Even on this channel, I'll get comments sometimes where people just going, oh, you are insane. How can you, but I don't care. Guys, I don't care. I hope you are in that same state of mind the older you get. The older I get, the less I care about what people think or say. The older I get, the less patience I have for drama. Going along with that people pleaser thing from the last point. Man, if there is drama I do not want to be involved in, and for the most part, it's most of it. I am not a dramatic person. I do not like conflicts, okay? If there's some stuff that I know I should steer away from, even if it's from my girlfriend, my family, my best friends, I steer away from it. And I will let them know I do not want to be involved in this, okay? I'll listen to you for a time. But past that, I do not want to be involved in this drama. That goes along with all the crap you see on TV, right? Like network TV news. I do not want to hear about it. Too much drama for me. I don't care about being informed on a lot of stuff too, because I do not want to deal with that drama. The older I get, the less I need stuff. I have turned into pretty much a moderate minimalist. I'm not totally minute. I can't, get by with like one chair and one little tiny desk in a room. Okay, I can't do that. I need some stuff. But ever since I started downsizing because I thought I was going to get a tiny house, I have lost a lot of stuff. The only thing I regret about that is I lost I think it was around 2,000 CDs that I gave away because I thought I wouldn't be able to fit it in my tiny house. Now, in the house I'm in now, I could fit it. But I found out, besides that, the stuff I got rid of, I don't care. I don't even think about it. So the older I get, the less stuff I need and care about. The older I get, the less I can rely on time. What do I mean by that? Well, here's what I mean. In retirement, the days elongate. Days can last forever, okay? Weeks go by quick, months go by quick, years go by really quick. So it's hard for me sometimes, like for instance, when I retired almost 5 years ago now. It feels like a year and a half. Once you retire, you can't rely on time. You can't look at time the same way that you used to. Why? Number one is age. And 1A, I would say, is because you're in a totally different life experience. Time just feels different with all that time on your hands. The older I get, the less I can trust my body. There are things I could do before that I cannot do now. Okay, I know that. Running, trying to move quickly for something. I could pull my whole left butt cheek out of place just by moving too quick. Okay? You can't trust your body. You can't trust it for doing things you used to be able to do. Reach over really quick to pick something up. Oh, you know what? Yeah, I'll help you with moving that. And it's like over 50 pounds. Be very careful about that. It's hard. It's hard to accept, but that's part of it. The older I get, the less I need to be accepted. This goes along with not caring what people think. I don't care. You can accept me in your group or not. I do not care. I want to go in groups that I feel good at. If you don't want me there, that's fine. If you don't like the way I look, that's fine. Believe me, you should see some of my comments. If you don't like these things, for instance, that's fine. I like them. I'm going to keep them. The older I get, the less I trust people. It's probably the same thing for you guys. Over a long lifetime of experience, people at times cannot be trusted. The more experience you get under your belt on that, the more you realize you really can't trust people, even people you really want to trust, right? Goes back to actions, not words. The older I get, the less I watch my mouth. Man, if I've got an issue with you, I will let you know. Now, for the most part, 90% of the time, I will be cordial about it. Okay, that's just me. That's my personality. I'm not going to go just on a big rant, but I will let you know. If there's an opinion I have where as like 20 years in the past, I would go, oh, maybe I shouldn't say anything. I will let you know. If you like it, great. If you don't, that's okay too. Doesn't bother me. The older I get, the less I feel the need to experiment. I'm who I am. I hope you guys are who you are and you're comfortable with that. If Do I want to make myself into a more caring person? I think I'm pretty good there. I'm all right. Do I want to make myself into a more happy person? I'm okay there for the most part. I don't need to experiment anymore. You know, I'm comfortable with who I am. I hope you guys are the same. And the last one I have for you, the older I get, the less I feel the need to dress up. I mean, look at me. In the winter, it's t-shirts and sweats. In the summer, it's t-shirts and shorts. Unless I'm going to, God forbid, a funeral or something, yes, I'll dress up. A wedding, yes, I'll dress up. Outside of that, good luck seeing me dress up. Me dressing up now is instead of sweats, I'll wear jeans. So there you go, guys. There are some, what did I do? 12 or 13 of them. The older I get, the less I ... Let me know what your ... are. And as always, from the rainy, gloomy high desert, we got this.